You know, I've been doing a series on movies that I love in the 80s, and I wanted to talk about one that I really love. And like I said, it's not going to be a very long list, but there is going to be quite a few I'm going to upload on here. But this one is called Invaders from Mars. This came out in 1986, and it's 100 minutes. And little David Gardner star starry-eyed dreams turns into an out-of-this-world nightmare when invaders from the Red Planet land in the backyard and unleashes an evil plan on unsuspecting Earthlings. Now, this little kid tried to tell his mom and dad that spaceship landed in the back of the field, and it was a storm. It woke him up, and he looked and he seen it land, but nobody would believe him. But what these things was doing was they was putting these things in the back of people's neck and make them think differently. And what they did was these people would end up trying to get other people to go to these creepy looking creatures from another planet would plant these things in the back of their neck. And if you take it out, I think either they would die or something would happen. But anyway, David Gardner's trying to warn everybody. And then when some of these people started getting these things in the back of their neck, they was eating frogs and stuff, and they'd be acting all kinds of weird. So David Gardner tries to tell his mom and dad, but his dad goes out there and he gets one of them in his neck, and then he looks at his dad. His dad's putting a lot of sugar in his coffee and his stuff, just acting real weird. And then he tries to talk his son going out there, taking a walk out there to that field. His son's like, no. But he told his mom not to go. But his mom, she said, I'm going to go with my husband and see what this is all about. She goes out there, and then she ends up getting one planted in his neck. So this is him. So he gets with this teacher. And this teacher is, she more or less is, I think it's Karen Black, believed his story. And so Karen Black was more or less I think she was a first aid teacher at the school. But man, this is one of my favorite movies of the 80s. I tried to buy this on 4K, but it has not been released on 4K yet. I tried to get it on Blu-ray, but they want a lot of money on Blu-ray. So I just can't afford it, because it must be a really good, everybody's favorite. Like I said, David Gardner, that's all he's trying to do. He's trying to go warn people about these things. And you have a climax where the military actually does find out that these aliens are real. And so, you have the military fighting these aliens, and whoever came up with these creatures, the creature effect, was brilliant. That guy, he did a lot of practical he did a lot of practical effects for a lot of movies back in those days. But I think he passed away recently, like maybe 10 years ago or 5 years ago. But like I said, David Gardner, he realized something ain't right, and then it's almost like he was in a dream. At the end of the movie, it looked like he was dreaming this whole thing up. So I was like, man, this ain't nothing but a dream. But then he goes to bed, and then he goes to his mom bed. His mom and dad's back to normal. So he must have been dreaming this whole thing up. So I was like, man, this thing's been a whole dream. But then at the end of the movie, the same thing that happened to him in the beginning of the movie happened to the beginning. The beginning of the movie happened to the end of the movie, where he woke up and there was a storm, and he sees that spaceship land in the back, and then the window shuts and scares him. Then he runs in there to his mom and dad, and then it shows some weird noises making in the background, and it never did show you running in his room. It just showed you just heard him yelling and screaming, and weird noises coming from his mom and dad's bedroom. But anyway, you guys, this is not going to be a very long video. I just wanted to upload stuff on my YouTube channel. These are some of the movies that I thoroughly enjoyed back in the 80s. Like I said, I was a young man back then. I graduated in 78, so the 80s was just my time. Such a fun time, man. Such a fun time. Wow, such a fun time. This movie came out in 1986. But, Invaders from Mars. Oh, such a good movie. Very enjoyable. Like I said, if I can buy this movie on 4K, I would. But they have been making movies on 4K. Hopefully this will make the cut one day, because they've been bringing out a lot of stuff on 4K. So hopefully this will get on 4K. But right now, I tried to buy that movie online, and it's listed for ungodly a price. So I don't know, man. You know, I tried to see if I could buy it here, and I don't think it's for sale on here. Or did I buy it? I gotta see if I bought it. I think I own this now. I think I end up having the purchase options. So, yeah, yeah, it's $14.99. But anyway, God bless. Take care. I might end up buying it digitally, but I like physical though. Have a good day. Remember, if you can't find anybody nice, then be one. Yeah.